Are we recording? Are we doing Idol first?
Yes, we're doing Idol first.
Are we reacting to the Nicki version?
Can you do the Can you do the dance?
Guara. You're tempted to go like this,
yeah.
But really, it's better to think of keeping your leg like facing forward.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is it a little bit of the stanky leg? Like
no. It's like you keep your
we'll try
knee
on our
facing.
time. Like
you keep your knee facing
okay.
forward and
go to town.
Yeah.
She said go to town. Hi guys, it's Sammy.
Hey, it's Sophie.
Hey, it's Steffi.
We're Sammy.
Sophie.
Steffi.
Welcome to our channel.
Today we're gonna finally react to BTS.
She didn't have her to
Idol.
pull to the side. That was a little unfair. I apologize. We both like opened the curtain.
But she has an overall.
That's true. That's true.
Let's keep it PG.
Okay.
Featuring Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Have you listened to it?
No, all I know is what's good Korea?
That's actually how she sounds, Nicki. I think her
because I heard it in like a Vine or something.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you were spot on.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of scared. Now.
Ready?
Cool.
Listen. I also apologize if there's any pausing on my. Oh, motherfucker! I should. No!
Start over.
Let's just start over because I shouldn't have started
That
the
was
video off with
that was a
motherfucker.
really
That was
hot
really,
mess.
that was really hard.
You never curse.
Not like that. No.
Motherfucker.
That was like a Sophia curse.
I would never say motherfucker for BTS. Just saying.
Ooh.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Starting again.
Don't pause in the beginning because you. Just,
I can't. I
okay,
mean, I
okay.
already saw it, so
Okay.
it's cool. But damn.
It looks really colorful, which I'm happy about.
I was scared by the teasers. I'm not sure if the Nicki Minaj version is going to be different.
Damn, honestly.
Oh my god. I'm actually really tired. Like, we just started, but I'm already
You
tired.
literally just told me don't pause in the beginning, and what the fuck did
It
you
was
do?
a different scene. Are you kidding me right now?
Jimin
That's
looked
all.
a lot-
That's all I
a
saw
lot
was
away.
Cookie. Actually, I didn't even see Jimin on the side. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool.
Okay.
Already. Okay. Okay.
Is it gray or blue?
Bluish gray? What is that pastel?
Aww.
The colors are pretty. Are they in the jungle?
Wow. Aww.
I feel like we're using every
we're reading
Instagram
lyrics for
filter.
the first time ever.
I can't do that and watch.
Honestly, same.
Jimin looks so tiny.
Yeah, we lost a lot of weight. Hey.
Okay.
Did you see that high kick?
Yes.
What the hell?
This is like Shuri, you know?
Yeah.
That's like
Okay.
sim characters. I can low-key hear this at like
I
the
love
soccer
it.
game.
It
Yes!
sounds like it was
A
like
soccer game.
sponsored by Kpop.
For real.
Honestly, yeah.
They should do this for the World Cup, the next one.
Bugs Bunny.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
This
Oh my
reminds
god.
me of my ear candy by Taecyeon.
Really?
Featuring Taecyeon. That scene.
Oh.
The dream.
I like that part. Cookie looks really good.
This coloring in some scenes kind of reminds me of that.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is
Was that the Guara Guara part?
I don't know. Where does it come in? Oh, there it is.
Okay.
They're not doing it the way I've seen it. We'll get to that later. I like this part a lot.
Oh!
Did you see
Is
it?
it? Yes!
Oh, she's not here yet.
No, like that theme, didn't it remind you of No Strings Attached and Sync? Remember WAGNER?
Here goes, do it.
Okay.
This is the most covered up I've ever seen her in life. Every inch of her.
Did you see that?
Yes. Gucci.
Oh. Shots fired.
Damn.
Damn, do you see that?
Why are they in like helmets and bandanas?
That reminds me of Huggy Gummy.
Oh!
Or what is
Who told? Did you see the whole? Like he literally wrapped his tongue around his entire mouth. You didn't
No.
see it?
I
No one saw it.
didn't.
I only caught it.
Who?
Jimin. Park Jimin.
Okay. I don't know if those are Korean masquerades. I don't know what they're called in Korea, but I know in Nigeria they're called masquerades. But
No one knows what she's talking about right
Oh,
now.
there you go.
It's
like these themes, the themes,
Oh,
like in
yeah,
Nigeria
yeah,
they'd be called masquerades, but I'm not sure if they're called in Korea. I'm not sure if the Korean ones are like African inspired as well.
Did you see the last part literally wasn't English? It was like bum bada bada or so.
What? Oh my gosh, that's so cool!
Aww.
Hey!
That's cool.
Okay, that's so good.
I feel like we needed more of this in the show. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
We'll get
It's
to
fine.
that. We'll get to that. Let's go.
I like the song. I actually, to be quite frank, I anticipated not liking the song, just because when I heard like it was, a lot of people said it was like Afro music, and then I saw some people were like, what is it? You know what I'm talking about? QT. What is it? Is it QTOP? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah, I don't pronounce it correctly.
I don't
But
know how
yeah.
to pronounce it, which
It's like GQOM.
yes, there you go. And I don't know, it just had me feeling like some kind of way because then I was like, they're gonna be like BTS invented this, which obviously that is not the case. But actually, this is really great. I think they did a really good job of being BTS and infusing that inspired music. Do you know what I mean? Like it really melded together as one, and I think it still sounds like BTS, which is what you want at the end of the day. And I appreciate the fact that like in K-pop, you don't see a lot of artists trying new things, or they wouldn't even try to do this. So I have mad respect that they did this in the first place. Nicki Minaj, her rap actually kind of reminded me of like her old school raps,
Like her
Starships.
features.
Yeah,
And like 09, 2010 when she was like establishing herself on the scene.
When she first started, like that's how her rap felt. So that was kind of interesting. But I think it went nicely with BTS. I don't think like sometimes you have two artists come together and you're like, why bother? It didn't feel like that to me. I think that they went really well together. I think that they asked her to cover up. Like I didn't see titties, I didn't see ass. She also wasn't interacting with them, and I think that's probably because they knew their fans would go crazy, and that kind of sucks because
I kind of wish they would have.
me too.
Yeah.
They have the opportunity to work with whoever they
towards
want.
The end when they're dancing with everyone, I feel like
Yeah.
she could have been there with them.
Exactly. They can work with whoever they want. So I think it sucks like they have to think of fans and be like they're going to be butthurt about this. Like they should have interacted more in my opinion. But overall, love the song. I'm going to listen to it again. I love the vibrant colors. Bomb.
I really like their outfits. Like it seems like something that BTS wouldn't normally wear, which I like. It's a nice change. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my favorite comeback. It's not that I hate it. I will listen to it again, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with the direction they're going, but I feel like they're going more mainstream, which there's nothing wrong with that because you're reaching a broader audience. But I kind of miss the older.
I have a question. Do you prefer this or DNA? Because I didn't like DNA. I downloaded the album, downloaded the song, listened to. It was like a hard carry for me. I hard carried it until I liked it. Okay, so I'm
hard carry.
Hard carry. So what I'm saying is, like, you know, some songs are growers, not showers. For me, off the bat, I definitely prefer this a lot more than DNA. So, like, I'm saying, like, do you think this is, like...
I feel like, since this is honestly the first time, I've seen snippets on Twitter and stuff, because it's hard not to see those, but I feel like I could potentially like this more than DNA.
That's what I think. I think right now, off the bat, you have, like, that thing, but I think this is, like, a song if you keep hearing it.
But if I think of soccer and I hear this game, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had a lot of pent up emotion regarding this because I love Korean pop culture, but I also love
Let them know what
African pop culture, more specifically Nigerian pop culture. But I am not closed-minded. Obviously, I'm a big K-pop fan, so I've had dabblings with South African pop culture. I don't know much about it, but I've seen snippets of it because Nigerian, I guess, popular music artists have been kind of pulling from South African popular genres for a really long time. South Africa was actually one of the big centers of popular African music in decades past before Nigeria and Ghana started popping like that. So, yeah. So, backstory. So, the Gwara Gwara, like, kind of kicked off or, like, became super duper, it became a dance craze in like Nigeria and Ghana at the very beginning of this year, especially after Black Panther came out, because Black Panther is set in Black Panther pulls a lot of its cultural influence from South Africa, so the like African music that you heard in it was, I think, that sound and that theme became super duper popular, and people have been calling this Afrobeats as opposed to boom. And just the same way you don't want people calling your like Korean faves Chinese or Japanese just because those are the only two Asian countries they can think of, please don't call every single bit of modern African music Afrobeats. Afrobeats is from West Africa, mainly Nigeria and Ghana. But this specifically had no Afrobeats, so let's get that clear. Number two, I'm a little bitter as a Nigerian that there wasn't a bit more constructive criticism, because I think this was a lot better than I was expecting, because the teaser was just very jarring and like, and I was scared of the color scheme and everything, but I think it pulled together beautifully. I loved how they kind of took a lot of the hateration that lots of people throw at them from all sides, that they aren't Korean enough, or they're too Korean, or they're this or they're that, trying to box them into any one particular theme and just say, girl, I don't care, and just kind of put that all in a video. And I think like all together it comes off beautifully. I love the references to their past work. I love the references that they made to NSYNC's No Strings Attached. I don't know if they understood that they were making references to NSYNC's
just decided that's what they were
doing.
But that's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did, and you know what? That's like that just kicks you up a whole other notch when you can acknowledge your lineage and your heritage. Like, I don't know, I really liked it a lot more than I was expecting. I kind of wish it was a bit more like or like a bit less.
I agree.
I wish it was a bit less FIFA, because like I didn't like, I'm one of like 12 people in the entire universe who didn't like This Time for Africa.
How dare you?
No, honestly, no. Yeah,
like to me, because like I don't.
Okay, first of all, I just want everyone else to know that I love that Shakira song, and I think that's disrespectful. That's one of the best World Cup songs.
I mean,
it's a
I
true
love
World
Shakira
Cup
from
song.
the beginning, but that song was just trash.
I don't think it was bad, but I just I prefer like I feel like they could have done it a bit more after.
You're lying though. She got so much shit for that song.
She did?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I remember like I was kind of the only person who was like, okay, because like I'm a big Shakira fan, and that wasn't like
okay. I'm glad to hear that.
Then now moving on to the actual thing, objectively from my objectives, which means it's subjective. Actually, this is an overarching critique, and I might get some hate for it. It's cool. It's whatever.
At her.
No,
Black medicine.
I I mean, it is on Twitter, on Tumblr,
Instagram,
Ask FM. What a Curious Cat. It's on and poppin'. What was missing was like African involvement. I feel like they're at a stage of like fame and stardom where they can like help shed light on other artists, or they don't necessarily have to go to Hollywood per se. I feel like for a Kpop specifically, like for this, because like I've been saying, Nigeria has been on a very strongly South African influenced wave for popular music this entire year. But yeah, so they could have reached out to like, I mean, it's like I said, it's not Nigerian, it's South African, but still there are lots of Nigerian artists they could have reached out to. There are South African producers that they could have collaborated with who could have made it a bit more poppy and like made it more BTS without it sounding too FIFA. There are African choreographers based in the UK, based in the US. There are probably some Africans out in Seoul or something. Like, I guess that's my main critique, is like a lot of people are lauding it as like, oh my gosh, they're like appreciating a culture without appropriating it. Yes, absolutely, but I feel like it would have just kind of, I would have been completely enthralled and enamored and all of that stuff as an African pop culture fan with this if they, like if it was like a very African, like a lot of African collaboration. Like even with the suits, they look kind of African, but I feel like they could have definitely contacted even if they can't afford like the top tier of like African whatever, there are aspiring people all over Africa who could have designed them custom-made suits that have this specific vibe but aren't disrespecting any particular culture, and they could have helped shed light on another aspiring artist who doesn't have those connections. Same way they've shed light on some like really big choreographers here, they could have done that for like African artists, and it could have been like a really cool bridging of cultures.
Round it up, seriously, it's gonna be a 30-minute video.
But yeah.
You can't just round it up like that, like just round up your point.
No, that was my point. Like, okay. I feel like there should have, like, it would have been even grander and like a little bit better if there was like a bunch of concrete African involvement and collaboration throughout the whole thing.
I agree. But obviously that's all of our opinions, and I think the one thing I did forget to say is, because we did see the lyrics, I really appreciated, like you said, they said, you can't stop me loving myself. Like, this was, I think, an empowering song for them, saying they don't really give a fuck about anyone's opinion, so I can respect that. But let us know what you thought about the song and music video. Is that what we say?
Yeah. And don't and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye.